I believe employment is the key to breaking the disadvantage. Through employment, we have choices, and having those choices is a sense of freedom, but you have more control over your life. It's not just about recruiting and giving someone an opportunity, it's believing in them, encouraging them, supporting them, understanding the challenges that they will face for them to be able to grow and develop for themselves to be successful. Anything is possible. What I've seen work in my experience is looking at the different pathways of bringing Indigenous people in your company. If you look at school-based traineeships, 1 day a week over 2 years, they come out with the qualifications, they've already got the experience on the job. You'd be crazy if you weren't going to keep them on after 2 years because you've invested time and money in that person to understand your business, your company, your values, looking at just traineeships in general. And traineeships isn't necessarily the wage side of it, which people tend to think it is, like trainee wages. It's not. It's completely different depending on the industry that you're in. But what it does is it gives you a pathway into a business or an organisation to be able to complete that traineeship. And then once you finish it, being able to stay with that business and just grow and develop into other departments with them. Looking at graduate and undergraduate programs as well. So now starting to tap into the universities, and then also just doing recruitment, recruiting people who are capable in the different departments. People tend to have a view that Indigenous people don't have the capabilities. But if you see an Indigenous person who's doing the job and has the same skills and experience, they just so happen to be Indigenous, you'd be crazy not to recruit them. I think that it just doesn't sit with one person, it sits with the organisation as a whole. It's up to the leaders to drive it, but it's also up to the staff to support it as well. But you've got to get personal investment from everybody who's involved. And it doesn't matter which industry you go into, you will still have to play a role in Indigenous employment, whether it's health, whether it's housing, whether it's education. You gain those skills, you'll take it away for life, but you'll know where you are actually adding value to somebody's life. And I think that's the biggest reward.